Hey, welcome back everybody to the Draw with Kakumonogatari show, or Draw with Kaku. I think I shortened it actually to just be Draw with Kaku. If you saw the last episode, you know, we're the ripoff of Mikey Mega Mega. And as the ripoff of Mikey Mega Mega, you need a drink, you need a face cam. We got a face cam this episode. We'll see how it's gonna go this time, because obviously I didn't have one last time. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna stick with it. But yeah, grab your Coke. This round, I actually have a cinnamon Coke, and hold up, someone's hitting me up. Okay, nothing important, we're good. So yeah, anyways, I have the cinnamon Coke. It's actually like some sort of like exclusive holiday, whatever. So we're gonna open it up. Here's a little ASMR for freaking everyone that likes ASMR. Oh, that peaked on the audio levels, so we'll see. That might actually be a bad idea. But yeah, we got the Coke. We're gonna take a sip. This is the first time I'm trying the cinnamon stuff, but you know, limited edition, and I'm a sucker for limited edition. It's not bad, but it's also not good. It's not. Yeah, it is cinnamon, but it's not bad. It's not good. I wouldn't buy it again. I think I wouldn't buy it again. So anyways, let's talk about the drawing here. As you can see, we're in the very early stages here. I have my reference. I always work off a reference. Boys and girls never do without. And I'm working on getting kind of the main pose down. I work mainly in gestural lines. You can see I'm actually exaggerating certain parts, like the arch of her back. I wanted it to be a little more arched, you know, to give kind of more of an arched back vibe. You know, I don't know. I just think it's a nicer looking pose to have the arched back. Not that her pose wasn't nice. Obviously it was. That's why I chose it to use as reference. But when using references, you know, it's good to exaggerate and, like, you know, change things, you know. So obviously in anime, the arched back is a very popular shape. I've seen it a lot. I was looking at other people's bunny girl drawings before this to kind of get an idea. And it's definitely a popular one to use. So yeah, I just wanted to exaggerate her arched back to kind of help give her pose more of this shape. What is that? That's a C shape. But really, it's all about those angles, dude. As you can see, we got ourselves a cute angle here in the pose. Not to be confused with a cute angel, which is what the end product will be. Future me, if you don't mind, just kind of illustrate what I was trying to say, because obviously I'm pointing at my screen, but the camera is pointed at me. So how's the camera gonna see what I'm pointing at with the screen? Yep, that makes sense. So yeah, anyways, this is officially the second episode of Draw with Kaku. I'm pretty excited. The last episode got 1 view. It was me. I viewed it to make sure everything went well, and that means we're going places, boys. 1 view is 1 more view than no view, even if it is my own view. What? But yeah, anyways, it's the second episode. I'm feeling pretty good. It's been 2 weeks. I'm already on a bad upload schedule, but we'll work with it, okay? We're gonna work with it together. Because the only way to get on a good upload schedule is to start with no upload schedule, which is what we have right now, which is no upload schedule. But I'm going to try and get these out weekly, because that's what I promised. I was like, new Draw with Kaku every single week. Come hang out. It'll be a party. It's cinnamony. If you like cinnamon, you'll like it. I don't hate cinnamon, but it's not my all-time favorite thing in the world, which is why I don't think I'd see myself going back to it. Now, this compared to Pepsi Fire. Alright, Pepsi Fire was probably the worst drink I've had in like a solid couple years, you know? And I tried some weird freaking drinks while I was in Japan. I tried Banana Sprite, yo. And Banana Sprite, as disgusting as it was still somehow drinkable, which is something Pepsi Fire could not pull off. So even though even though Banana Sprite was awful, it was still better than Pepsi Fire. Now, where would I stick cinnamon Coca-Cola on that scale between Pepsi, Fire, and Banana Sprite, where would I stick it? I'd put it above Banana Sprite. Yep, I'd put it above Banana Sprite, which lies above Pepsi, Fire, so it's still better than Pepsi. You heard it here first, Coke fans and Pepsi fans. Or no, you heard it here first, boys. Even though I'm a Coke fan, so obviously I'm going to be biased. When it comes to reviews, when it comes to the feud reviews, my guy, I'm an honest person, you know? I ain't gonna lie to you. If I like the Pepsi flavor more, I'll tell you I like the Pepsi flavor more. But obviously, I like the Coke flavor more. There's no competition, Pepsi. Step up your game. Release some, like, Pepsi Lemon or something. Coke Lemon exists. Coke Lemon exists in Japan. Coke Lemon is also pretty disgusting, but I would put it above Coke Cinnamon. So why can't we get Coke Lemon over here? I don't know. Japan had the weirdest freaking sodas, dude. Like, they were like balls to the walls with what they were willing to do. You know, you had lemon Coke. You had peach Coke, which peach Coke was actually pretty good. I enjoyed peach Coke personally because they didn't have cherry Coke over there in Japan. So it's like, you can't get cherry Coke. I guess you'll get peach Coke. I still think cherry Coke's better than peach Coke, but apparently Asian people don't like cherries, dude. All my Asian friends were like, cherries are disgusting, bro. And I'm like, no. You're wrong, bud. But, you know, everyone has different taste buds. So I guess peach is like the cherry over there, you know, just like there's cherry everything here, there's peach everything over there. But yeah, lemon Coke. Lemon Coke wasn't bad. I found myself going to it like every once in a while, you know. It'd be like the in-between, you know. You get cherry Coke, you get your peach Coke, you get your regular Coke, and then maybe, if you're feeling brave, or you're feeling a little bored, or want to, you know, spice your life up a little bit, you get the lemon Coke. That's just how it is. Anyways, let's get back on topic with the drawing here. Bunny girls. They're so fun to draw. Can I just say that right now? Like, I did a bunny girl drawing in my sketchbook a while back, which actually inspired me to want to do this bunny girl. I'm going to show it to the camera. Just that one right there. That's the one that inspired me to be like, you know what, I want to draw a bunny girl this week. And so I did. And when I drew it, it's actually Halloween, so I was just in the mood to, like, draw costumes in general. Like, you'll see next video, I believe, is on the Succubus 02 that I drew, which I really like the Succubus 02 design. I think it turned out really cute. But the bunny girl design turned out really cute as well. And fun fact, this is actually my first, like, a crack at a character drawing in Clip Studio again. Because I haven't used Clip Studio ever since I was, like, 16. No, it would have been high school that I used it in, because I used it in my final animation class, but I wasn't, like, good at art back then, so I didn't really understand how to, like, do anything in the program, so I just ended up making, like, really bad drawings, kind of, like, similar to these ones. If I still have them on my computer, I'll put them up in the video right now, or future me will put it up in the video right now. But if I don't have it on the computer, just imagine, like, really bad drawings. Like, those are some of the first digital drawings that I attempted. I was a dumb kid. I thought that just having a digital, I had one of those, like, tablets, you know, that I'd mostly use them to play Osu. I still have one in my drawer, but I had one of those, like, freaking knockoff Wacom tablets from China that were like $23, and that's what I first started doing, like, digital drawing on. And I made the mistake of jumping into digital drawing before I was even good at traditional drawing. This would be like junior year of high school, I think, when I finally started taking art classes again, and my teacher was like, you could get good at drawing if you put yourself to it. And I'm like, okay, teach, I'm gonna start doing it. And then I never really practiced unless it was an assignment for school. But now obviously I don't have school, so I have to hold myself accountable and be responsible and all that other adult stuff that you do when you're an adult, because I'm an adult now. But yeah, it was like, I should have just waited, you know. I should have just waited to get a freaking digital tablet, because it ended up just collecting dust in the drawer. So that's why this is like a big moment for me, because then now that I started getting better at art, I was like, okay, I'll purchase something nice. I'll start working with digital art. You know, I started working on the iPad digital art wise. I used the iPad for digital art, and I love the iPad Pro, dude. Mwah, that thing's so nice. Like, I still use that for pretty much like sketching and everything, but I think the computer programs like Clip Studio Paint are just like way more powerful than what the iPad can do. Obviously, like, I think the best painting program on the iPad right now is like Procreate, and I think you still, even with that program, have like a minimum of like 50 or 60 layers. With the computer, you can just go ball to the wall, dude. Have like as many layers as you want until you freaking crash your computer. I almost did that on my most recent piece that I did, which was, if you look on Instagram right now, instagram.com/Kakumonogatari. Yeah, that's right. It's a shameless plug. It's in the description. If you go to Instagram, you can see it. It's the portrait, full colored portrait. Holy frick, that thing was so hard to do. I've never done like an actual full colored, like semi-realistic, trying to be more realistic type portrait like that before. Like, obviously it's not like true realism, you know, you can still tell that it's a drawing and whatever, but that's me pushing myself to get better at that sort of stuff, because I suck with color, dude. I'm so bad with color. You'll see in this drawing later on, I'm so bad with freaking color. But I actually really like how this illustration turned out. I didn't put it on Instagram because I think it's a little too sensual for the kiddies, you know? I was like, it's a bit much, ain't it? So I was like, whatever, I'll throw it on YouTube, though. The people on YouTube don't care. They don't care. And I was like, maybe I'll make it like an exclusive. But I was like, it's whatever. And it was also like, it's so different to what I normally put. Also, look at this hand. It's so good. I don't even know if it's the right part of the video right now that the hand is in, but I think the hand turned out so nice. So nice. But yeah, it was like such a different illustration from what I normally put on my Instagram that I figured to myself, maybe it shouldn't go on my Instagram. But YouTube is free range, bro. It's free range eggs. Alright. You can put anything on YouTube. People don't care. They put freaking Marvel movies on YouTube, and then they get taken down due to copyright claims like 2 hours later. But they still go on YouTube in the beginning, so they're there for like 2 seconds or 2 hours or whatever. So the person that first finds that Marvel movie can watch it in its entirety before it gets taken down. Isn't that crazy, dude? Pirating's nuts. It's getting crazy these days, but honestly, I don't blame people for doing it, especially since everything is a subscription model now, dude. Like, you need 5 freaking subscriptions just to be able to watch what you want to watch. Freaking Disney Plus, I'm looking at you, dude. I'm looking at you. Taking all your crap off Netflix, making me want to buy your subscription. To be fair, though, let's be fair here. Disney Plus, it's not that expensive. In fact, actually, before I make a fool of myself, let's look up how much is Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Here we go. Frick. Wait, what the heck? They're doing like package deals now. You get Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. Who the heck watches ESPN Plus? Listen, I ain't a sports person. Maybe a sports person would be into it, but I didn't even know ESPN had a freaking Plus channel. I didn't even know they had their own subscription service. Apparently they do. It's only $7.99 for just Disney Plus, though. And apparently on the platform you get National Geographic, so you can watch animals. You get Star Wars. Everyone loves Star Wars. Marvel. Pixar. Did they take Pixar movies off Netflix? What the frick? Hold up. We're doing some research here for a second, boys. We're going on to Netflix. I'm going to sign in really quick. I don't know if that's my password. Alright, for sure, Toy Story was on Netflix for a second, wasn't it? Toy Story. Oh, I think my camera just killed itself. Okay, this is interesting, because, like, Ralph Breaks the Internet 2 is still on here. Disney movies are still on Netflix. I thought for some reason they just took them all down, but apparently they didn't. They're just making it so that there's less on whatever the heck Disney now. Also, I think the camera's back. Hold up. That's to sync it for a second. I think it's back. I don't know why. It just like auto stops recording for a second if like nothing's happening. If you know how to fix that, it's a Fujifilm X-T30. If anyone knows how to fix it, just like stopping recording for no reason, let me know down below. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I guess they didn't remove all their movies on Netflix. They just kind of like put more on their Disney Plus platform. So they're not as scummy as I thought they were, but they're still pretty scummy. It's so cinnamony. It's so cinnamony. Dude, that's hard to say. Try it right now. It'd be like cinnamonini. Cinnamonini. Cinnamony. Hey, cinnamony. It's like anonymity, you know, but cinnamony. You know what, dude? We're diving back on Google, boys. I don't even know if cinnamonini is a word. Cinnamony. Adjective. Comparative. More cinnamony. Superlative. Most cinnamony. Let's see how to pronounce it. Cinnamon plus Y is what it says on how to pronounce cinnamony. Cinnamon oil. What the heck? I didn't even know. Cinnamals is the plural of cinnamol. What's cinnamol? Organic chemistry, dude. C6H5CH equals CH negative. Characteristics of cinnamon, dude. They won't teach you that in school, but you're learning it here on Draw with Kaku. So yeah, there you go. You learn something every day, you know? As you can see, actually, I'm on the final lines now. If you watched the last Draw with Kaku, you know I work in 3 steps with most of these like character illustrations, or I've recently been working in 3 steps. I used to not do it this way, but I really like how this like gives as well as like how the final product of these 3 steps end up. So I start with like a super rough drawing. That's the very beginning that you saw earlier. And this is focusing mostly on the gesture to be able to get the actual pose of what I'm looking at down and the actual like character design that I want down. From there, I'll enlarge it to be bigger, you know, because I work small so that the brush is actually like technically, it's the same size of brush, but because I'm working at a smaller area, it's bigger. So it helps with like not getting too focused on certain lines. And then I'll enlarge that rough so that it's a little like blurry or whatever. It's still a rough. And I'll refine that really quickly. I don't want to focus on too much, but I refine everything really quickly. And I find like the flaws in it, you know. So I'll work on like fixing proportions and stuff if I can see that stuff is wrong. And I'll just refine it. And then from there, I'll enlarge that a little bit more again, but not by much, and I might shrink my brush down just a little bit more, and then I'll go in and lay in the final lines, and that's how I get kind of like that aesthetic. But that's like, I use the colored pencil throughout the whole thing, and then just like a brown color for it, and that's what I normally do. But I'm trying to find new ways because I want my line art to look really nice and clean, you know? Obviously it doesn't here. I don't know why my line art doesn't look super clean. I think I got a shaky hand, or I'm just not that patient with it. Could also be that I'm using the colored pencil, which has a certain grit to it, so it will never actually be that smooth. But yeah, I'd like to get smoother line art, you know? So if anyone has tips, send the tips down below, and you know, I'll work on them, you know. We're learning together, everyone. Let's do tips. With the actual face here, I'm not sure how I like the eyes personally. I think they work, but I feel like something's off with the perspective now that I'm looking at it now. If you look, this is something I always struggle with eyes, because in 3/4, this isn't really 3/4 actually, that's pretty head on, so never mind, we won't talk about it. But the face to me looks a little flat. I need to work on being able to add like more 3D to faces with just 2D lines, you know, even though I know it's still stylized, so it doesn't really matter that much, but I still want to work on it, you know. You gotta be constantly improving. I also think the eyes are kind of small here, which I think I actually end up adjusting them to be bigger later in the video anyway, so it doesn't matter. Pepsi cinnamon, boys. Not Pepsi cinnamon, Coca-Cola cinnamon. I'm getting confused now. Because Pepsi Fire or whatever it is, it's no good. Pepsi Fire, it's no bueno, dude. It's no bueno. Okay, let's see what else to talk about here. You know, we've talked about Disney Plus, we've talked about subscriptions, we've talked about the art for a little bit, we've talked about all sorts of stuff, haven't we? Why can't I remember everything we've talked about? You know, I feel like I have short-term memory loss. Not short-term memory loss, but like I have such a short memory span, you know? Like I'll say something and then I'll instantly forget what I just said. You know? My friend Yasmin, back when I was working in Japan at like some VR Ninja dojo, she would say that everyone said she had like a goldfish brain, because like she would remember something and then turn around in a circle and then like instantly forget it, kind of like a goldfish just like going around in its bowl, you know? That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. You know, I feel like I'm like saying stuff, but I'm not actually remembering anything that I'm saying. So potentially I could be repeating what I'm saying without even knowing what I'm saying, or not even knowing that I'm repeating what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, dude? Know what I'm saying? Anyways. But yeah, obviously, last video, like I said, only got 1 view. So was there any comments? There was no comments, but I think I was going to tell you that's okay. No, what was I going to say? See, I told you it happened. It happened eventually. It happens more towards the end of these freaking videos, because I run out of what I was trying to talk about, or what I was talking about in the beginning, because I always go into these things, I'm like, I have something to talk about, I can do this, and then we'll get like 20 minutes in, you know, nearing the end, and it'll be like, well, what do I talk about? I don't know. I don't freaking know. Let's talk about games, actually. I purchased Death Stranding. It's over there, looking real pretty, just standing, well, the case, not the actual game. The case is just standing over there, looking really pretty. And I gotta say, alright, I'm gonna talk about Death Stranding for a second. I love everything about this game, except the gameplay, which is the problem because it's a game. The game is like, it screams Kojima, dude. And like, I love everything about it. I love the characters. I love the art direction. I love everything. The music in this game is like, mwah. The freaking atmosphere that they present in the entire, like the atmosphere is so nice in this game. I just wish there was a little bit more to make the gameplay a little, like, just a little more fun. Because it gets a little, once you're 11 hours and you've been walking around for 11 hours in the game, you're kind of just like, okay, can I get something more, please? Like, if I'm playing an MMO and all I do is walk around for 11 hours, I'm not having fun in that MMO. So why would I have fun just walking around for 11 hours in a game, in another game, you know? Like, I've ditched MMOs because I just walk around for 11 hours before it, and it feels like that. And like, I can see the potential to like have so much fun. Like, there's this really fun mechanic that like, it's kind of like shield surfing in Breath of the Wild, and you get so fast when going down hills on this thing. It's like snowboarding, and it's so fun. And then he like instantly takes that fun away from you, because like the smallest of pebble will instantly send you forward. It feels like skateboarding in real life. Like, you'll be skating along, and then the smallest freaking pebble, I'm talking like that big, dude, like it's like one atom, your freaking skateboard will hit that one atom, and then just boom, you're flying forward. That's what it feels like in Death Stranding. You'll hit that one freaking atom, and then boom, you're flying. And it's not fun. It's so dumb. Like, you'll never use, like, the mechanic is there to be able to do like this shield surfing thing. You're never gonna use it, because every time you use it, you freaking fall flat on your face and damage all your cargo. So it's like, boy, why is it in there? Like, come on, just throw us a small bone. Make the game like a little more fun. Not everything has to be frustrating in the game. Like, I get it makes delivering stuff like really fast because you can just zip down a hill, but you have to go up a hill to come down a hill. So it's like rewarding in that way, you know. That's why people used to ski in the old days. That's what makes skiing so fun. You go up a hill to come down a hill. Up a hill to come down a hill. Now obviously we invented ski lifts because we're lazy bastards here in America and everywhere, I think. We invented ski lifts so that we can just freaking sit and go up the hill and then come down the hill. We get the fun part without the boring part. But obviously, if you want it to be more rewarding in a game, you can just give us the boring part and then give us the fun part, right? Right? Like, come on, man. Just let us have a little bit of fun in the game. Because everything about your game is so freaking cool. Like, your game is so cool. I love Death Stranding. I think it's, like, one of the cool... If the gameplay was fun, I'd say it's probably my favorite game. But because the gameplay isn't fun, it's not up there, you know? It's so close to being good. And I really like the characters, you know? Sam Bridges. I love their names. Sam Bridges because... Bridges. Yeah, I don't know. I love everything about the game. I love the art direction. I love everything. But please, let us have some fun, man. Like, patch it or something. Do something. Which you probably won't, because I think everything's really cool. I think the fact that, yeah, you work together as a community to, like, build bridges and stuff, and that you can use, like, ladders to just climb, like, you can pretty much, like, get over any freaking terrain in the game, which is pretty cool. Like, I think it's kind of freaking sweet, the entire idea of the game, and, like, making deliveries really isn't, like, that boring of a mechanic. Like, everyone sees it's super boring, but I don't think it's that boring, because it's a really pretty game to look at. It's kind of fun to just walk, but I'm not gonna do 58 hours of freaking just walking, dude. And I know you get vehicles at certain points, but then you make it so easy for those vehicles to just, like, kind of suck. Like, you hit like I said earlier, with the like, shield surfing-esque mechanic that you have with the cargo carriers or whatever they're called. I forgot what they're called. The shield surfing-esque mechanic you have, you, like, instantly make not fun to ride, you know? Which I know that's not, like, what they're officially for. They're not for riding. They're so that you can carry more cargo. You kind of just pull it along like a little doggy. Could have made it like a dog. That would have been fun. Could have made it look like a dog. But no, they're like hover. I don't know. They're so cool. Everything about this game is so cool, except the gameplay. The gameplay is not cool, man. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's going from point A to point B for 58 hours, and it's so dull. Like, sure, the environments are gorgeous, but all I'm doing is, like, pushing forward on the joystick. And I love you, Kojima. I love you, Boo, so much. And I was like, I was going into this game ready to defend it, bro. I was like, even if it's a little boring, I'll defend the heck out of this game. But gosh dang, it's a lot of just walking, dude. Like, if there was just some more to keep it, like, a little bit more interesting, I feel like I'd be compelled to want to play more. But, like, it's hard for me to even, like, want to compel myself to finish it. But I'm also, like, I'm 20 hours in, so I'm so invested at this point that I might as well finish it. But, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think of it? Have you been playing Death Stranding? If you have, what are your thoughts? You liking it? You hating it? What are you feeling on it? I'm feeling pretty conflicted, you know? I love everything about it except the gameplay. And that's hard, because I love Kojima. It's hard for me to say. But I'm excited to see what comes out of freaking Kojima Productions or Studio, whatever they're calling it right now. I'm excited to see what comes out of that, because I think it's going to be super cool. Anyways, I think we're finally nearing the end of this freaking video. So, I hope you had a lovely watch along. I know these are short at the moment, but the more comments you leave down below and the more questions you give me, the longer I'll be able to make them in the future. So if you have anything you want to ask or talk about, let's start a conversation, dude. Let's talk. Let me know down below. Also, do you like having the face cam, or should I just get rid of it, you know? Like, is it something you guys want, or should I just be like, nah, only drawing only. I think it adds like a nice extra visual thing to look at. But if you don't want it, we won't deal with it. Or if we can put it away and it'll just be the drawing, you know? So you gotta let me know. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.